Pulling the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, pulling the wrist, I never switch.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Raheem Mostert. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Break. Hey, high 7. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Flushed out right. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This is Mostert. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Complete. He finds Bray. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Too little.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky got his man. It's Eifert. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mostert. And they'll get this down to the 10. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Here's Mostert, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Big stop,
Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Bullock's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw again, Eason. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Second and 1. And Diggs has it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Look at me. Go.
Off play action. Eason. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Dawson's kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Set, 70, Indy. Go. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Eason. It's complete to Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready? 18 Gator.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, echo. Now.
From the gun, Eason to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be second and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard, able to get him for a loss of about 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. And the catch good. It's Eifert. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up in an offset eye.
65, 65, deuce, hey, 18.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Raheem Mostert. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now Trubisky. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Eason. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Intercepted by the Colts. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Eason. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Ferguson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
56. Tackle. Out. Alert. 22 jet bombers. Alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a run with Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, 18. 56. Hey, exit. You want this? Mark 56. Oh, here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He finds Taylor, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, this to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Running is Jacobs. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get it.
From the gun, Eason buying time to his left. He's got room to run past the 20. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
218, jump. Hey, high 7.
On 4th down, Eason. And now here is another interception. AskTheWhy with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. He finds his target, Fuller. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 15.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Noah Spence, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Hey, Charlie!
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
You draw Corkins. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hey! Bravo! Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On first down, Eason. Complete. It's Henry. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready? 6-6, bullet high. Let's go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd and 2. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right there, 56. Check back.
Here's Trubisky. And Eifert has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Sit down. 180. Check 56. Hey, 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 hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Dante Jackson on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.